everyone, welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today we're getting some messages from your spirit guides. So I just filmed them. There's some great messages and we're letting your guides just pick the topic, and whatever they think is most meaningful for you at this time is what we are discussing. We have 3 groups to choose from. Here is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So take your time, use your intuition to see what group is calling to you. Timestamps will be down below. If you feel called to more than one pile, there's likely a message in both or all for you. Do whatever feels right. Some people like to use like Google a random number picker, so you can put on there 1 through 3 and let Google decide, which really I think is spirit. It's a great way. It works for me, but really just do whatever feels right. Just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, that's it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 1. So we are going to get some messages from your spirit guides. No idea what the topic is. We're going to figure that out. It's what your spirit guides want you to hear right now. It's the most important messages they are trying to communicate with you at this time. So let's take a moment to call them in. So ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 1, please be with us today to provide the most meaningful messages for group number 1 at this time. Thank you for your clear, accurate, concise messages for group number 1. And let's get started. So we have some tarot and some oracle cards here. Let's see. How about we start out with the tarot, and then we will break it down and get further messages for you with the oracle. So we're just going to do a spread here to see what they want you to know. So spirit guides of group number 1. So we're going to do a 6-card spread. The first card will represent the main message that you have for group number 1. 5 of Swords. So we're going to pull the cards and then we'll put it together. Okay, what do you want group number 1 to focus on and to do now? What can wait? What can wait for group number 1 in regards to their focus and energy? And then what may group number 1 be blind to at this time? What should group number 1 avoid at this time? And what is the overall action and advice that you have for group number 1 at this time? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. I can see right away your guides are trying to get you out of some, seems like a self-imposed trap maybe, like some negative thoughts that are going on, something that is holding you back. So let's take a closer look. But they're trying to help you escape from whatever's holding you back. Maybe things have felt a little bit stagnant. Like things aren't really moving forward. Maybe you've been kind of in a bad mental headspace, or just life circumstances have just been not the best lately, but it seems like a lot of it is mental. So for what we have for the main message, we have another Swords card, the 5 of Swords. So the Swords are all about mental thoughts, and this card specifically, 5 of Swords, is about some conflict. And a lot of times the swords, like it could be a conflict with other people, but a lot of times it's more in our head, or it's our thoughts and our like beliefs and stuff that are maybe getting in the way. Look at this eye right here. Seems like it's like crying blood or shedding blood a little bit. It just looks a little sad there. But it has its like defenses up. Like maybe it's like, you know, trying to protect yourself. You might have been really hurt in the past, and now you have your guards up, and it might be preventing you from having like a super amazing relationship or relationships in general right now, because you don't want to get hurt. You've been hurt in the past, you know, there's been some tears shed in the past, and now you kind of just seem like you have some walls up around you. And I think your guides are trying to bring awareness to that, and also to help you be more vulnerable and like let more love and happiness in. And I really do feel like isolation's kind of a thing here. Look, there's like some town or castle or something back there, but you're like off in the distance. And with the Age of Swords too, that overall like energy here is, you know, kind of being isolated as well. And yeah, I think we're going to get more messages now, but it seems like your guides are just really trying to maybe make you aware of what could be causing your emotions or causing things in your life right now. And our thoughts are super powerful, and it's super hard like to control your thoughts because 95% of them are like unconscious, so like they're like programmed in. So I think your guides are trying to just draw attention into maybe how thoughts can be playing a role in your life. But let's get to the next card and see what else. So what they want you to do now, yeah, oh my God, this, so I'm gonna pull this over. Oh, oops. I can never lift things up off the table, so I have to pull it towards me. So we have the Four of Cups reversed. This is coming out of your shell. Like, upright, like, it talks about just kind of being closed off from help, closed off from other people, just not satisfied with things around you. And when it's reversed like this, I really see right now, especially, that this is talking about coming out of your shell. They want you to come out of hiding. And maybe you're not actually hiding, you know, but maybe you just haven't been true about what you actually want, what you desire in life, or like who you want to be around and stuff. You just kind of, maybe also, this could be pointing to not looking at the glass half empty, like more looking at half full. Like there could have been just feeling like you're missing out, or feeling just kind of a negative mindset, I feel like. And I'm not saying you have this all the time or anything. This is just the message your guides want you to know now. They want you to just, I feel like they're trying to pull you out of a funk, if that makes sense, you know? And maybe it's not even a small funk, it's going to vary. This is a general reading, but they're trying to get you out of a funk and look at things a more optimistic way. Because I feel like they're trying to bring in more joy and love, and they're trying to heal any wounds or anything so you can experience more joy and love. Because for what can wait, the Sun reversed often can indicate depression or feelings of unhappiness. So they really want you to not, like, and also it could be like being in the dark, you know? I feel like they're really trying to get you out and like maybe explore new things, do new things, and trying to pull you into the light more. So what can wait is being upset and depressed, and I know it's not that easy, you know, like I wish I could just be like, okay, I'm not upset today anymore, you know, but they're trying to just get you out of some unhappy phase, and it could be something that has to do with like childhood stuff, like inner child work, you know, maybe that could help you, because with the Sun card in the original, well, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you know, there's a little child in there, and upright, you know, child's like is nude, which like represents being your authentic self and comfortable in your own skin. And also there's like that wall there which protects you, so it's like a little sanctuary, like, you know, you're like home and you're safe. And reverse could just be like not feeling comfortable in your own skin, not feeling safe, and your guides are trying to have you push those feelings aside or heal from that and focus on other things. So let's see what they think you might be blind to. And we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So the Knight of Cups reversed, this could be having unbalanced emotions. And this could represent you right now, or this could represent another person in your life. This is a court card, so sometimes it could be other people, but a lot of times it could also be like just the energy we're like holding at this time or experiencing. So if it is, it could be a water sign too. So this could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces potentially. But I'm really feeling like this is that maybe emotions just aren't really managed right now. And I feel like your guides really want you to get like help with that. And I think the way to get out of some emotional funk, which we all go through, definitely have had my fair share. The Eight of Swords used to pop up in literally every reading I had by myself or with other people. And I really had to work through the energy, and the energy is going to be different for everyone, but I'm just saying it's been there. We go through ups and downs in life, and your guys are really wanting you to go up, up, up. And I can tell they are trying to get you to do this by experiencing new things, getting out and exploring new things. And what they want you to avoid is interesting. We have the Lovers reversed. So I'm thinking that a lot of you might be upset because of a past relationship or one that might not be going very well at this time. And this could be any sort of relationship. But it looks to me like for a lot of people this will be a romantic, because we have the Knight of Cups reversed, like we have some, but again, this could be anything. And also just this specific Lover's card definitely shows some loving affection. So I don't think they want you to dwell on the past. There's this major energy right now. Your guides are coming through that they want you to live more in the present moment and be more mindful when your mind wanders to the past, because the only way to move forward is to like live now and be just enjoying what's going on presently and being mindful of yourself and your needs and all of this stuff. And when you're stuck in the past, sometimes you could your mind slips away and you're just not, present. And if you're not in the present moment, you can't grow and evolve. Hi, Amy. My cat's confirming. So I think they want you to avoid any relationships from the past or any current ones. There could be some people in your life that might kind of be dragging your energy down, and it doesn't mean you have to cut them out completely, but your guides want you to spend less time with people that might not be the best for you in your mental state right now. They want you to be around people that exude like self-love. They love you. They respect you, all that stuff. But I feel like for a lot of people, this is past relationships that likely could be causing some of this pain. We just went through like a lot of retrograde cycles. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this, there's usually planets in retrograde, but now they're all direct. And I feel like when they're retrograde, sometimes you really like do a lot of reflection and think back on the past a lot. And sometimes that can trigger some things, but it's the whole point of it is to like learn and grow. So your guides want you to like, sure, you can still think in the past and it's okay. Like if you've been hurt, like that's valid, but how can you like learn and grow from this? Because the overall action and advice from your guides is the Fool card. This is new beginnings, trying new things, taking a leap of faith, like going with your like heart on things, like, trying new things and not letting the yappy dog in your head bring you down, or like talk you out of things. Like this could be like, you can't do that. You can't date again. You're not lovable, or you can't blah, blah, blah. Stop. They don't want you to have that you can't do attitude. And they want you to be this free, loving person who tries new things, and getting out of your shell and getting out of your comfort zone and trying something new will make you feel so good. It's really scary at first, I know. But once you do this, it's going to really lighten your mood and make you realize that life isn't all so bad, and like meet new people, try new things. There's just like a major emphasis here on not letting your thoughts or like, that yappy voice in your head that like is kind of, we're kind of mean to ourselves sometimes. And your guides don't want you to let that get you, because their overall advice is trying new things and doing new things, like allowing yourself to feel good, to feel love, to feel joy. And like, it's going to be scary because you're going to try new things. And maybe for some of you, it could be literally like dating again, or like trying to meet new friends, or trying a new activity, like at the club somewhere, whatever. Maybe just getting out of the house and taking a walk, but like that little action will help you take a lot more steps going further and really lead to a beautiful new beginning. There's something really exciting waiting for you, and your guides are trying to get the ball rolling, So let's get some additional messages. What else would you like group number 1 to know, Spirit? Ooh, something flipped over. Oh, yeah, the first house, which is like Aries energy kind of, but we have arrival. These just like flew out, yeah. So arrival. The first house represents us. I think that's interesting. Yeah, okay. The first house that makes sense to me now, right? The moment we're born, our rising sign represents, is in our first house, but like right when you arrive in this earth, like to the east of the horizon, that is your rising sign. So that's like the first house represents like you when you're born, and it represents your personality, your body, like just all this stuff. It's like really represents you. And I feel like your guides are like, it's time. It's like time for a rebirth. Like you're here on this planet. Let's enjoy it. Let's start again. Like, you can always start again. You can always do new things. You're not, every month, every day is a new arrival. You can do new things anytime. You're not too old. You're not too young, whatever. And the world is here. You just have to like, get out there and enjoy it. Something about that. Yeah. And I wonder what your first house placements are like. You can look and see what your rising sign is. There is some Aries energy here. There's so many signs here. But you guys, we have 3 major arcana here. This is like a big deal. Your guides are really guiding you to something new and beautiful. It's like an arrival of a new life almost for you. And then we have Taurus that came out. So you could be a Taurus first house, but also this is like cultivate. Like, I feel like that is really just like taking action and like just starting this new life. Okay, so here you like arrived and now you're like gonna grow and cultivate. And yeah, I feel like you guys actually could be Taurus. Aries and Taurus is coming through strong here, but again, you don't have to be, and we all have everything in our chart at some point, in some way. But I feel like there's some like loyal relationships, more stability coming into your life. And it might not seem that way, but like, cause like, I feel like there's some energy here of starting over in some way, but it's going to be really beautiful. There's a lot of earth energy right here. Things are going to be more grounded, more abundant, more luxurious. I feel like there's some energy here of spirit wanting you to like do more self-care. Like Taurus is pretty good with that. And also like cultivate like new friendships, more self-love is really going to be cultivating. Like the first house represents you, right? Cultivate self-love for yourself. It's never too late to do that. You're really being called to like do what makes you happy. And maybe you don't know yet, so just go out there and try new things. Hey, Amy. One second. Maybe a little cat is what you need. I love you, Amy. Let's see what we have here. And then we have snake. 45 snake. So you know what? This is, some people look at snakes and they think like it's scary or bad or whatever, bad omen. But I look at this right now, and you know what snakes do? They shed their skin. This is all about death, rebirth, renewal. Whatever's happened in the past, whatever's going on, like you can shed that and move forward. Of course, like it'll always be with you, whatever, but Spirit's really calling you to like shed your old skin and start afresh, start new. Like it's never too late to just shed what doesn't serve you, or like, you know, just try new things. It's okay to do that and let your guard down. That's interesting. Okay, let's get one more of these cards speaking to me. Two cards. Obsidian. Obsidian is a great stone for protection. So perhaps, do I have some? I have some close by somewhere. I think it's over there. But anyways, you can see what it looks like here. But it's a really protective stone. So maybe if you're feeling some fear about trying these new things, you know, shedding your old skin, moving forward, meeting new people, whatever it is, maybe I think Spirit's saying right now, carry some obsidian with you. And that can really, and like program it, like just hold your hand and be like, talk about, like set your intention that it protects you, and carry it in your pocket or purse or whatever. And you'll have this sense of being protected, which you are protected. Your spirit guides are making that clear right now. You are divinely protected, but this is something that you can have in your pocket, and also like you can hold if you need to. It'll just really be like kind of like a safety net in a way. And then we have, I can never pronounce, I'm not going to pronounce what you can see here. But look there's like a peacock here. I'm going to look in the book, but look at these butterflies. You are really about to transform. Look, there's like fruits around and stuff. It's just definitely a transformation that's going to be really fruitful. You're really blossoming. No matter what your age is, no matter where you are, what stage you are in life, you're about to blossom. And you're so beautiful, and your guides like want you to know that. You're so beautiful inside and out, and you deserve to feel happy, you deserve to feel loved, and you deserve to have fun. And that stage is happening for you. It's time to bloom and blossom and have more fun. Now, I'm just going to look in the book quick to see what they say about this, because I feel like there's something there that Spirit wants me to say. I see beauty in everything. Yes, they want you to see beauty in everything again. And this is her name is pronounced xoKitty. xoKitty. Okay. She's an Aztec goddess of fertility and household arts, and is deeply connected to the natural world. She is often presented as a beautiful, youthful woman accompanied by a band of colorful birds and butterflies. She is also the patron saint of desire and sexual experiences, embodying the enjoyment of all the beautiful things this world has to offer. You are being called to connect to the beauty and wonder that surrounds you. As a goddess of pleasure, xoKitty encourages you to explore what pleasure means and embrace your sensuality. Dance and let your body move freely, and adorn it in ways that feel comfortable and vibrant to you. Encourage yourself to stand out and experience the world through new lenses. You could also spend time outside and observe the colors of nature and how lively they will be. Yes. And then I'm going to leave you with a journal prompt, group 1. Here it is right here. What does pleasure mean to me? You can just think about this, but I highly encourage writing, because sometimes when you write, more things come to mind, more things come out that you didn't know were there. You can grab a journal or use your notes app on your phone, and Spirit wants you to think about, what does pleasure mean to me, and embrace that more in this new cycle. But that is what I have for you, group number 1. I hope this resonated and was helpful. Thank you to your guides for being here and providing these messages. Thank you especially for being here. I love you, group 1. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. That would make me so happy. Like this video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so. And I am taking clients for readings at this time. If you would like a personal private reading with me, for tarot or astrology, my information is down below. You can send me an email and we can set that up. But no matter what, I hope you're well. I hope you have an amazing day, this present moment. Enjoy it. I love you so much. Bye, group 1. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So today we're getting some messages from your spirit guides. So I'm not sure what the talk is. We're going to ask your spirit guides to provide messages that they think are the most important for you at this time you are watching. So let's take a moment now to call in the spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 2. Please be with us today to provide the most meaningful messages for group number 2 at this time. Thank you for your clear and accurate, concise messages for group number 2. And thank you, group number 2, for being here. So we're going to start off with the tarot. So Spirit, we're going to do a 6-card spread. The first card will represent the main message you have for group number 2 at this time. Thank you. And then, what should group number 2 do and focus on right now? Okay. One card only, please. What can wait at this time for group number 2? What may group number 2 be blind to? What should group number 2 avoid at this time? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 2? Bottom of the deck, we have 4 of Swords. I love it in this deck. What is it, like the Princess and the Pea, kind of looks like. There's some energy here of like rest. Maybe there's some feeling of like uneasiness, restlessness you're experiencing. Having a hard time sleeping, or maybe up worrying about something. But let's see, what is the main message here? We have the Empress reversed. I feel like, yeah, there's something here about practicing more self-care and self-love and compassion. I think you might be really worried about something, or just really tired. You might actually, some of you might be a parent, or just maybe even taking care of a parent or something. And that's just taking up, you're like being more of a caretaker for other people, and Spirit wants you to focus on taking care of yourself in any way you can. I know sometimes it seems selfish or hard. You're like, how do I do that? I have all this other stuff to do, blah, you know. But like, Spirit wants you to know, like, the more you take care of yourself, the better you'll be able to take care of other people. So what can you do today to practice a little self-compassion and self-love? Is there something you can do to make your like sleeping environment, your home environment more comfortable? Perhaps there's like something about getting more sleep for sure, but I feel like it's that environment that maybe is a little stressful, and also the environment in your head. You know, that sounds silly, but the thoughts going through your head and all that stuff, like making your mind more calm at bed could be really helpful. How you do that will be different for other people, but making your bedroom especially feel more like a sanctuary and comfortable and will be really helpful for you. And practicing self-care, like I said. Of course, we talk about sleep. Everyone could use, you know, good sleep, quality sleep. But just like maybe better sleep hygiene and stuff like that. You can look into that if you want. But like maybe not watching a bunch of TV, especially stressful things like the news or like intense movies and shows and stuff right before bed. Reading and journaling. Journaling will be really good to get your thoughts out on paper, because I could see we haven't gotten there yet, but there is something here about being a little anxious and having a lot of thoughts going through your head at nighttime especially. And journaling will be super helpful with that. Just get down everything in your head. Some people like to do it in the morning, at night, both, whenever. That could be really helpful for you, Spirit's saying. Maybe like doing some skincare at night, something like that would be, but just whatever it is that makes you feel good and taking care of yourself, like being your own mother and father or whatever, like just taking care of yourself, because I feel like you've just been taking such good care of other people, but now you need some time to focus on you. And what they want you to do right now is the High Priestess. Interesting. Yes, I think another thing why journaling is coming through from your guides, sometimes you can get intuitive messages. Like some people call it automatic writing. You don't necessarily have to do that. But like just journaling and getting your thoughts clear, your intuition you'll be able to get messages through your intuition from your spirit guides a little bit easier. So for what to do now, the High Priestess, I feel like getting in touch with your intuition. And when you're really tired and restless and all this stuff, it's hard to get in touch with your intuition. And sometimes anxiety can get in the way of your intuition, or you can confuse them. But Spirit's saying, like, whenever it's intuition, it doesn't feel like anxiety. It feels like this is what I should do. And it feels like right. It doesn't feel like anxiety. And I know that can be confusing sometimes, those feelings, when you experience both. But if it makes you feel anxious in any way, that's likely not your intuition. But your intuition definitely is strong, and your guides are trying to communicate with you more. And I think that's why they're giving a lot of this advice with resting and stuff, because it'll be clear. Maybe you've been asking your guides questions, trying to get in contact with them more, but you might feel like they're not listening, or you can't talk to them, or you're not getting messages back. And they are present with you always. They're saying, and they're trying to talk to you, but you need to be in a more rested, calm, open, mind. So doing some meditation, maybe you have a tarot deck or something like that. You could do that too, and that can be part of your self-care practice too. It is pretty calming, but meditating for sure would be good. I feel like this is advice people hear all the time, but not I can speak from experience too. I didn't always practice those things, for some reason meditation sounds so hard. But really, 5 minutes of silence, it's really not that hard. I was I would always deny that too. I still do that sometimes. I should, maybe this is my fault. I need to go meditate. But there's something really here, looking within, doing some introspection, feeling this calm energy. I feel like there's, something this is really speaking to me about introspection and healing. Will be healing for you. So what can wait? We have the 5 of Swords reversed. So you could be I feel like you've been a little hard on yourself. I mean, we can all relate to that at some point, right? Your thoughts could be a little these swords are really standing out to me as coming towards me or coming towards you, who I'm rooting for. And it's kind of like self-inflicted wounds, and it's and the swords represent thoughts, so I feel like your mindset and the way you treat yourself and talk to yourself could be a little damaging right now, and they want you to be nicer to yourself and don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing the best you can, and they applaud you. So, and if maybe there's some arguments with other people right now, that can wait, it's not worth your energy to fight. And I know sometimes things happen, you have to stand up for yourself, whatever, but it's taking the higher road and not wasting energy on energy vampires, people that are arguing with you or arguing with yourself. You deserve better. You don't do that. And then what you may be blind to, we have the 7 of Wands. Interesting, on those stilts there. I think you're doing so much better in life than you give yourself credit for. You're able to accomplish so many feats. You're able to rise above even when things are really hard, even when other people might be arguing with you and stuff like that. You are able to rise above. You're able to conquer anything, and your guides love you so much and are so proud of you, for real. like there's something here about like you're able to really do anything, and you're really ahead of the game. You might like, you know, compare yourself to other people and think I should be doing that by this age because they are X, you know, something like that. Just compare. I almost have said compare it. I just like it's like a disease, but it kind of is like, you know, comparing yourself. Like we all go through different stages of life differently. Like you can see this in your natal chart, like where your Saturn placement is. Like a lot of times you'll be a little bit behind other people at your age group where your Saturn placement is. But it could be anything, you know, and it's really important not to compare yourself because we all have a different life journey, you know, we're all different and we all have different lessons to learn in this lifetime and all of that. And you might feel like you're behind, but your guides are trying to tell you right now, like you are doing so well. You're like rising above the best. You're doing the best you can. You're way higher and closer to your goals than you realize too. Whatever your goals are and stuff, I feel like you really are getting close to accomplishing them. And for some reason, you don't see that right now, and your guides are trying to bring attention to that. So what your guides want you to avoid, we have the Nine of Swords, which I kind of talked about earlier. This is just being really hard on yourself. Of course, we can't all prevent like anxiety, but like we can do things to help lessen it, to help our mind and help relax more. Like, interesting. In this deck, she's like chained to something. There's like a little flower. Oh. Yeah, this is just being in your head, you know? There's a lot of energy here with you getting out of your head and being easier on yourself, loving yourself more, sleeping better, you know, or like trying to do things to help with your sleep routine, your bedtime routine, your self-care routine. Because your guides don't want you to get burnt out. So they really want you to take care of yourself more and know that you're deserving of love and all of this. And what will really help is a change in perspective. There's definitely, your guides want you to look within and do some inner work right now. Inner work never ends. We always have to do it, but maybe you've been busy and stressed that you haven't taken the time to work on your self-care and self-love. And part of that, I think, is doing the inner work. For what they want you to do now, overall action and advice, we have the Hanged Man. This is like taking a step back and really just taking a look at everything and gaining an outside perspective, a new perspective, a higher perspective on life right now about what's going on. So I feel like if you've been really overworked and all that stuff, it's taking a step back, resting a little bit more when you can, and really doing some introspection, journaling, like meditating, resting more. Even if you can't sleep, if you have really bad insomnia or something, just like laying down and like doing some breath work, just getting out of your head and more into your body, like some embodiment practices. I'm not sure if you do yoga. There's yoga for all ability levels. Like you can look on YouTube, you know. So I feel like just doing some breath work and some stretches, no matter where you are physically and all of that, it's huge benefit, you know. And will be really good. But yeah, the overall thing here is just being more kind to yourself, loving yourself more, taking more time to practice self-care and self-love. And there's a major shift in perspective your guides want you to have. And I feel like the main gist of it all is you do deserve love. You do deserve rest. You do deserve happiness. And your guides are here and trying to communicate with you, and just taking a step back, doing this mindfulness stuff that we've been chatting about will be super helpful. And it is coming. You will get this different perspective. Taking a little time out, you know. And don't be a martyr for everyone else at your expense, you know. That's another thing coming through. Okay, what else, Spirit, for group number 2? Oh, okay. Alliance. I feel like your guides are like trying to tell you, like, we're here as your support system. We're helping you move forward. We're helping guide you. Your intuition. It's like what these birds have. How do they know to migrate and all this stuff? You know, their intuition. Like they're being called to it. Like they just know. It's like an inner knowing. And your guides are that inner knowing, you know, your higher self, and they're trying to guide you. They're your on your side. They're on your team. And maybe you've fallen out of that. Like you thought you're alone, or like you couldn't communicate with them, whatever. They're hearing, they're guiding you, and they're trying to bring you in the right path, and you're not alone, And then we have Midheaven Pinnacle. Yeah, okay, with the Four of Swords that was on the bottom, sometimes that can represent being like honored and like at work or for your work and your efforts. And I feel like this in the Midheaven represents that, like our career, our reputation, and all of that. And like I feel like you've been working really hard and doing so much work, and people like are applauding all of that, and like you're getting recognition, but you're not recognizing your efforts yourself. And look here, we have messages. Your guides are definitely trying to talk to you. I mean, they're talking to you right now. I'm glad you're watching, but like on your own time. Communication is definitely coming through, but they're really awarding you, like, or they're really recognizing you for all your efforts, and they're really applauding you for all you've done. Like you've done a lot, but now that's like time to move forward and mostly move forward in loving yourself more, being more self-compassionate. And they're trying to talk to you, messages. Yes. So, and we have that kind of all over here with your intuition. So developing a self-care and self-love routine will also help you get messages from your guides more clearly, which we pretty much said already, but it's coming through again. Spirit. Ooh, okay. Nancy. We'll look in the book and see what she represents, but I see like water and fish here, and they're swarming here, and fish are a sign of abundance. And abundance is like, I feel like you have so much going for you, you're so abundant, but you're not seeing this in yourself, We're going to take a look in the book at that one right now. In the bottom, we have Aquarius. Some of you guys, that could be confirmation, but really I feel like this is just speaking of the qualities you possess. We're also in Aquarius season now, officially. If you're watching this in real time, this is a timeless reading. I want to look number 8. Yeah, 8 is a very powerful number too. I create space for everyone to coexist. And thinking about everyone, the bigger picture is very Aquarian, like humanitarian vibes, for sure. Like you care about other people so much, which is beautiful, but you need to care about yourself too. So Nancy is a Sumerian god of social justice and divination. Oh, a powerful oracle. She's believed to communicate through dreams. Oh my God, you guys, this is coming full circle right now. Okay, so dreams. The first message we had is rest and sleep. Your guides are sending you messages through your dreams, and you can't get them if you're not sleeping well. Wow, okay. Nancy is also associated with water and rules over fishing. This is a timely reminder of the change of consciousness that is occurring. Nancy calls for justice. Use this as a reminder to stand up for what you believe in and speak out for those voices, or for whose voices have been suppressed. And I think it's yours. The power to create changes within all of us. But it's when we come together for the greater good that we are able to create action. Now is a great time to research causes that you're passionate about and share your thoughts with others. Gently encourage them to do the same and find their own voice. Together, we can heal and create a stronger foundation for generations to come. Yes, you could be doing some healing too for like ancestral karma and stuff like that. There is a journal prompt, if you want to journal this. What causes do I support, and how can I be an ally? But to be honest, the main message I think here that Spirit's getting across that we didn't really touch on, your dream messages. We talked about the sleep. We got that. There's definitely issues with sleep, and restful sleep at least here. But your guides communicate to you in your dreams. That's why it's like so important here that they keep talking about sleep hygiene and sleeping better. They talk to you through your dreams. So we talked about journaling, but specifically your guides want you to keep a dream journal right when you wake up. It's important to do right away because, like when you forget your dreams if you don't like talk about them or write it down right away. So start writing down your dreams, and then you can refer back to it and like see trends and also like look into it more. And I think that will be really helpful for you. At nighttime, you can drink like mugwort tea. Like you can put mugwort, peppermint and chamomile. You can make a tea, or that helps me with dreaming and stuff too sometimes. But really the main thing that helps is getting restful sleep, and also journaling every morning so you can remember it. Once you start journaling, you'll start remembering more and more. And I feel like this might be my power because I have not been having dreams lately, and I've been struggling to like remember them, and now I'm trying to write them down in the morning, which is weird. I usually dream vividly, but you know, there's some introspection to be done on why maybe you're not sleeping restless, and I am the same way. But your guides are definitely wanting to communicate with you through your dreams. So, and that seems to be the main message here. Let's see if there's a journal prompt for Aquarius. I like to end with journal prompts here. So, I am unique. You are. So if you're feeling kind of in a rut and all this stuff, like I feel like you've come to like, you've accomplished a lot of goals and stuff like that. I can see here, your guys are really proud of you. But what would you like to do in the next 5 years? What is holding me back? So that is something your guys want you to journal about or think about. But that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope this resonated and was helpful. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to your guides for being here as well. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And if you are interested in a private reading with me, I am open to taking new clients right now for tarot readings and astrology. So you can email me information down below for more information or to set something up. But really, I'm just so grateful you're here. I love you so much. Enjoy this present moment. You deserve to. Bye, group 2. I love you. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. So today we're getting some messages from your spirit guides. So we're going to let your spirit guides take over the show. I'm not sure what the message will be about, but we are going to get the most meaningful messages for you at this time. So let's take a moment now to call in the spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest vibrational frequency of group number 3. Please be with us today to provide the most meaningful messages for group number 3 at this time. Thank you so much for your clear, accurate, concise messages for group number 3. And thank you, group number 3, for being here as well. So we're going to start with the tarot. Do a 6-card spread here. Spirit, what is the main message that you have for group number 3 at this time? Ooh, okay. We're going to take this card. And what do you want group number 3 to do right now, to focus on right now at this time? What can wait at this time for group number 3? Cards are just like flying out for you guys. Your guides are very vocal. Okay, and what may group number 3 be blind to? What should group number 3 avoid at this time? And what is the overall action and advice for group number 3? This deck is so cute. But anyways, so on the bottom of the deck, some energy about what this is about. We have the 2 of Swords reversed. There's been some blockage that you've been experiencing, some stagnations. Maybe it's like your creative juices aren't flowing or something like that, but now it's like opening up again. There's like a rebirth energy coming through right here, especially because we have the Death card as the main message. So if you've been feeling stuck in some way, not connected, not aligned, just not like you're moving forward, and if you are, it just seems like you take 2 steps back every time you try, that is being lifted here. There's a rebirth coming. So we have, for the main message, the Death card. This is a beautiful Death card. I love the colors. And it sounds scary. You know, I'm sure some of you guys are, or most of you guys are familiar with tarot and all that stuff, but it's not about like physical death. It's about like shedding a part of your ego, letting a part of you go that's no longer serving you, that you've outgrown. Look at this like big thing here. Like you're just like hacking away at what no longer serves you so you can evolve and grow and bloom. Like, that's like the beautiful part of nature, you know, like nothing goes to waste. Things like, you know, might appear that they're dying and then they bloom again. I don't know where I'm going with that, but like there's something really beautiful about this. Like you're like acknowledging what your blockages have been and you're cutting through them and you're like growing. You're like making a conscious effort to grow and evolve. I mean, you're here right now watching a tarot video, so I feel like you are very open to this. You want to like see parts of you didn't see before. You want to like understand yourself more. You want to grow, and this is what's happening. There is a major rebirth happening for you right now. And what your guides want you to do right now is to celebrate. We have the 3 of Cups, sorry. This is like happiness, like cards. Seriously, like my tarot mentor like mentioned that like whenever this card shows up in a reading, it increases the happiness of all the other cards like ×3. So if you're afraid of like shedding parts of your ego, shedding parts of the way you like your old self, like don't be. Like this is going to lead to so much happiness, and like there's something here worth celebrating. I feel like you've done a lot of huge growth and like introspection. Like you've just been on this spiritual journey. I know we're all at different stages, but your guides are really celebrating how far you've come. There's something in your life that was just like not pleasant. You just weren't growing or evolving or something, but you were able to like cut through that, work through your stuff, embrace. Yeah, I feel like you see the white and the black here. I feel like you really started to embrace your shadow side. And maybe some of you guys more knew that work, but you're still like thinking about this stuff. Shadow work is definitely going to help, like maybe you're already in the process of it, or this is your guides like telling you like to look into shadow work. And it might seem scary, and sometimes it is. You embrace parts of yourself that you just have been pushing, have not let yourself be conscious about. It's like, and it's things that we like suppress about who we are and stuff, but they're still part of us. And it seems scarier than it is, but once you do this, you embrace that darkness, whatever, it's going to lead to so much lightness and happiness, and it's not going to be that bad. Like, and I feel like a lot of you already experienced some of this. Maybe there was like some dark night of the soul type thing that went down that was really hard, but it helped, like, maybe there's some losses in your life in any sense, and it was really difficult, but it helped you like recognize certain things. Sometimes like there's something here that's coming through about maybe you've had some bad relationships or bad things happen or bad people around you or something in the past, and you like came to this realization through your shadow work that like your outside surroundings are kind of like a reflection of you, and they're showing you what you need to work through. And I feel like you're recognizing that, like the things that happened to you didn't happen to you, they're happening for you. And you're just like really growing. I feel like there's a huge growth, spiritual growth spurt. Is that a thing? Spiritual growth spurt happening, and it's just going to lead to so better relationships, better friendships. And no matter where you are in your journey, like I said, celebrate where you are and how far you've come. Even if you've just started to think about this today, you're taking action, you're shedding skin, you're celebrate where you've been, where you're going, where you are right now, no matter what stage you are in. That is what your guides want to do. Celebrate yourself, love yourself. Like you should be proud of yourself because your guides are so proud. I'm like beaming right now for them. They're so proud of you. So let's look at what can wait. We have here the Knave, or the Page of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. Perhaps there's something here with like something around material items or money that doesn't seem to be like, shouldn't be as big of a concern right now or something. You might have wanted to invest some money into maybe like kids you have or yourself and learning new things, or like, I feel like there's something here that your guides don't want you to stress about money right now. I mean, of course, money, we all need it. We all stress about sometimes, but like that shouldn't, you might like have things like all this good stuff going for you, but you let your mind wander on what you don't have yet. Like, oh, but I don't have that degree yet. I don't have that money yet. I don't have XYZ. I still can't, and your guides are like, stop, focus on what you do have now, and you're going to grow, you're growing, and it's every step is worth celebrating. And if you are worried about finances, for some of you, this could be a specific message. Like, you don't have to invest the money into someone or something right at this moment. This could be another person in your life, like a child, or it could be like an earth sign, someone that's like wanting to do something new, and they might like depend on you for something. And your guides are saying like, you don't need to invest your money in, you know what? I think time is a resource. It is a resource. So like, you don't need to invest your time in other people's growth and stuff. Like maybe right now the focus is like your own. For what you may be blind to, we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. You know what? I think this is, you might help other people out so much. You might support them in their learning, them in their adventures. What about yourself? I think your guides want you to focus on your own growth, your own story, your own, like, of course, other people in your life you care about. But like, why can't you splurge and take a course or do a new hobby. You can. There's some mindset here I think you need to shed that's you are deserving of things. Do you want to take a class? Do you want to start something new? Maybe you're like, I don't know what cryptocurrency is, but I want to look into it. Like that's just a random example, but like, it's never too late, never too old, never whatever to like invest in yourself and do things for yourself. Because I feel like you're such a nice person. You focus on other people's needs and like celebrate them all the time. Now it's time to celebrate you. And what are some hobbies you want to do? What is something you want to learn? Because it's time to do that. And I feel like you're gonna like be realizing that there's a new path you want to go on, and it might seem scarier. You might be like, I can't, I'm too old or whatever. I can't start this new class or something. Your new hobby. Yes, you can. And what they want you to avoid is the 7 of Cups. I don't think they want you to be indecisive. I think they want you to take action and do what it is you want to do. Of course, take time to consider what you like and what you don't. But like you might spend more time thinking about things than doing or something right now. And like there's like an action card here. Like your guides want you to take action. They want you to have fun. And I feel like there's some energy here about you doing a community thing. You could be like, it doesn't even have to involve money technically, you can just join a community group, a book club or something, some kind of energy like that involves other people. It'll be really good for you. I feel like there's some good relationships coming in after a period of none or bad ones, or like just not the healthiest. And the way to like meet these people that are more aligned with you would be like taking up a new hobby, doing something new, but actually doing it, not just like thinking about like, oh, I wish I could take this pottery class, or maybe, book club, or maybe I can like join the gym or, like yoga class, but you just like think and you're like, oh, you're like waiting for the perfect thing. Just do one little thing, you don't need to, it doesn't need to be perfect. If you don't like it, you can always stop, but the overall action and energy here, like, is like coming into your sovereignty, like coming into your own personal power. Look at this Emperor. He's just digging him. He's just fine. He's comfortable in his own skin. He might be a little odd or weird to other people, but he's like, fuck it, I look good, and I'm digging this, like I'm just gonna, I don't know, but it's just his own personal power. He's the ruler of his own life, and like putting himself first, but like also guiding others. And like maybe one thing for some of you guys would be like a mentor or teacher or something in the community. But I feel like this is just like you're coming into your own, like you're shedding old insecurities, old whatever, that wasn't serving you anymore. Like they could have been like a protective mechanism in the past, but now you don't need that. You're not a little kid anymore. And you're shedding those things that were preventing you from following your passions and dreams. And now you're like, I can do it. I can do anything I want. Like I'm the boss of me, and I'm going to freaking dress how I want. I mean, I wouldn't suggest going out in your underwear and socks, like to the new community you're joining, but maybe that's the type of community. I'm just gonna stop. But you're just like, just coming into your own self. I feel like you're figuring out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, all that stuff, and it's like a fun period for you coming up. Like you're no longer afraid to be you. You're like discovering you. I love this energy for you. It's just your guides are like, don't just sit on it. Like do it. Shed the old and move on. Have fun. Join a community in any sort, And I can speak from experience. Like I was kind of like not doing as much and just thinking about all these things I want to do. But then one day I joined some book clubs. I joined this and that. And like I met some people. Maybe a lot of them are, pretty much all of them, not all, but like are online, but still I feel like I have more friendships now in community. I do more things with other people. I'm just like more excited about things. I can be myself because I join communities where it's like a witchy book club, things like that are my interests that maybe my friends in real life don't enjoy, but like I can find people online. I can be myself because I chose to be in a community that's like-minded, and it's really nice. Let's get some more cards. Spirit, what else for group number 3? Oh, this came out in another group. Cultivate. Yeah. Are you trying to cultivate better relationships, more fun, more hobbies and stuff? Like sometimes Taurus, I can say this because I am one, but like we don't like change that much. Unless it proves to be better. We might sit up and not do things because you're like, oh, what if that's not as fun or not as good as my current job or my current friends or whatever the hell, But like you don't want to sit still. Like, you need to like take action, you know? You're strong. You can do it. You can try new things. And like cultivating like, you know, this energy to do these new things, cultivating, I feel like you're going to cultivate is really speaking out to me with like the friendships, like cultivating new friendships seems to be something like a new community is coming. And maybe this new community could be some people that like went through similar things with you, or like a spiritual thing, like, or like maybe it's some like group. I know there's some out there through YouTube, Patreon, I don't know who, but like doing shadow work journals together, or I don't know, anything, literally anything. Let's get another card here. Some of you guys actually may be Taurus, but I really feel like the word cultivate is coming through like, whoa. Oh, and then we have confrontation that just like flew out. Yes, I feel like this is confronting what no longer serves you anymore with this death card. Confronting what it is you really want. Confronting like these inner desires of yours that you've been maybe repressing. Confronting that dark side, the shadow side that we've been talking about since the very beginning. And it seems scary, you know, but when you integrate your shadow side, which oppositions work great that way. Like they're opposite, you know, they're like, they're the same like polarity, but everything else is different, and they just need to, they're a little different, but they can, you know, once you integrate the qualities of both, the dark and the light, you know, your shadow side, your light side, and you can integrate them, and it really leads to living so much better and just easier. So confronting things is the hardest part. Taking action is the hardest part, but not avoiding the shadow side. That is definitely a huge message for you guys. Confronting the shadow side, confronting those inner thoughts, inner desires, and addressing them and going, it'll make you feel more authentic, more aligned. It'll be so liberating. That's a big word for you guys. Liberating is confronting these things head on. And maybe confrontation for some of you guys will be with another person. Maybe there's just some friendships or relationships or work things that just aren't working for you. And maybe in the past, you kind of just would have gone with it, whatever. But like now it's like you need to speak up for yourself, do stuff for yourself. Maybe you like need more time off work so you can do more of your hobbies, have more fun, whatever it is. But I think the main message here with this card is confronting your shadow side. And if you don't know anything about that, like you can Google it, you can look up YouTube videos, you can DM me, we can talk more about it. But everyone's journey is different, but we all have to do that shadow work, or we all should, because it really does help your life. Once you integrate that, you're going to really move forward in a beautiful way. So let's get another message for our group number 3 spirit. This card, what's called? Black Panther. Cool. So this card, we'll look in the book and see what it has to say too, because I like how his journal prompts. I like to leave you guys with that. This is about like being protected. I feel like your guide, look at near the moon right there. I feel like your intuition's really guiding you right now. And I feel like this is your spirit guide, like watching, like, cause you know, like the Panthers, like can't see them. They only make themselves known when they like want to be known, you know, which is a little scary, but like they're there and they're watching you and you can't see, but they're like guiding you. They're protecting you. And also you're stronger than you know. I hope you know that you are so much stronger than you know. Let's look and see what it says for Panther. The number 11 might be, relevant to you. You might be seeing that a lot. Yeah, I am protected is the mantra here. So Black Panther sits atop a tree branch, illuminated by the light of the moon. A graceful creature, Black Panther quietly observes and witnesses its surroundings. Its deep, dark fur keeps Black Panther protected while also setting it apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. The Black Panther is a powerful symbol of spiritual rebirth. Oh my God, we talked about rebirth right away. If you find yourself looking through the depths of your emotions or seeking psychic guidance, then Black Panther is a sign that the universe has been listening. The Black Panther is a guardian like no other, and in this stage of your journey, know that you are divinely protected. Connected to the dark moon, Black Panther also represents your ability to travel through the darkness and find the light. Tap into your inner power and know that you can uncover your dream reality. Release any uncertainty to the universe and move forward knowing that your own power alone is a force to be reckoned with. How perfect is this for you? This is like what we've been talking about the whole time. Okay, so now we have a journal prompt, which I think will be really important for you to ponder more and get more messages through your intuition and all that. So the journal prompt is, what signs have I seen recently, and what do those mean to me? what signs have I seen recently, and what do those mean to me? Wow, this is wonderful. You are traveling through the darkness, finding light. There's so much shadow work all over this. A spiritual rebirth. This is the death card specifically, is a spiritual rebirth. Oh my gosh. So you're going to be celebrating the growth you're going through right now. Have gone through, but I feel like you guys might be in the midst of this. So that's wonderful. You're about to have a spiritual rebirth. And you are so protected. But yeah, you're looking through the depths of your emotions and seeking psychic guidance. The universe is listening and they're guiding you. I love this. So that's what I have for you, group number 3. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. If you did like this reading, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. And I am accepting new clients at this time for tarot and for astrology. I have multiple offerings, some pretty affordable too, but we can work something out for you if you are interested. My email's down below. We can talk about it. But really, I just hope this was helpful. I hope you are well. I love you so much. Thank you, dear guides, for being here, and thank you. You're amazing. I love you so much. Bye, group 3.